Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Legends and welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about rivalries in hip-hop history, Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. These two titans have been at the top of the game for over a decade, dropping hit after hit. But it ain't just about the music. There's been this undercurrent of tension, this unspoken competition that's got everybody talking. This is about two artists at the pinnacle of their craft, pushing each other, challenging each other, maybe even secretly respecting each other, all while vying for that top spot. So, buckle up, grab your headphones, and get ready for the ultimate breakdown. Let's get it! It all started back in 2013 when Kendrick Lamar dropped a verse on Big Sean's Control that had the whole industry shook. Kendrick named names J. Cole, Whale, $AP, Rocky, and yeah, you guessed it, Drake. He basically said he wanted to see Drake step his game up. Coming from Kendrick, known for his lyrical prowess, it was definitely a shot across the bow. The hip-hop world went nuts. Everybody was talking about it, debating who won, who lost, who was next. And of course, all eyes were on Drake, waiting for his response. Now, Drake, being the calculated dude he is, didn't immediately fire back with a diss track. He did a few interviews where he downplayed the whole thing, saying it was all love, that Kendrick was just trying to push the culture forward. But anybody who knows Drake knows he doesn't let things slide that easily. In the months that followed Control, Drake started dropping some subtle hints, some little jabs here and there. There was this one line on the language where Drake says, "I don't know why they've been lying, but your shit is not that inspiring." We all knew who he was talking about. Over the next year or so, the tension between Drake and Kendrick continued to simmer. It wasn't always out in the open, but you could feel it in the music, in the interviews, and especially on social media. There were these little subtweets, these cryptic Instagram captions, these passive-aggressive jabs that had fans dissecting every word. Like, remember when Kendrick dropped that freestyle over Drake and Future's Jumpman beat? He completely murdered that track. And then he posted it on Instagram with the caption, "Just because it's your lane, that don't mean I can't drive in it too." Drake responded with his own subliminal shots, liking shady comments about Kendrick on Instagram. In 2015, Kendrick Lamar dropped to Pimp A Butterfly, an album that was less about braggadocious bars and more about social commentary. It was a masterpiece, a critically acclaimed work of art that solidified Kendrick's status as one of the greatest rappers of all time. Some people interpreted this as a shot at Drake, who at the time was being criticized for not being vocal enough about social issues. They said Kendrick was calling Drake out for being out of touch. Drake, on the other hand, continued to focus on his own lane, dropping hit after hit, breaking records. He even addressed the criticism in his music, rapping about the pressure to be a role model. As the years went by, the rivalry between Drake and Kendrick took on a different shape. It became less about direct disses and more about two artists with contrasting styles and approaches to music vying for the same throne. Kendrick became known for his complex lyricism, his thought-provoking themes, his willingness to challenge the status quo. Drake became the king of the club banger, the master of the melodic flow, the hit-making machine. Both artists were incredibly successful, but their paths were diverging. It was like they were playing two different games with two different sets of rules. In 2016, Drake dropped Views, an album that cemented his status as the biggest rapper in the world. It was a commercial juggernaut, breaking streaming records and dominating the charts. On the track Summer 16, Drake seemed to take a subtle shot at Kendrick, rapping, "Looking for revenge all summer 16. Some people interpreted this as a reference to Kendrick's Control verse, with Drake implying that he had finally claimed the throne. He also declared himself the Sixth God, a title that some saw as a direct challenge to Kendrick's claim as the King of New York. This period marked a turning point in the rivalry. In 2018, rumors of a reignited beef between Drake and Kendrick began to swirl. It all started when Kendrick made a surprise appearance at a concert and seemed to take a shot at Drake during his set. The crowd went wild and social media exploded with speculation. However, nothing really materialized from the incident. Both artists remained relatively quiet, and the tension eventually subsided. So, what's the real story behind the Drake and Kendrick rivalry? Is it a genuine beef, or is it all just a carefully crafted narrative designed to sell records? These are two incredibly competitive individuals at the top of their game. They both want to be considered the best, and that naturally creates a certain level of tension. They're also two very different artists with contrasting styles and approaches to music. And let's not forget the role of the media. At the end of the day, the Drake and Kendrick rivalry is a testament to the power of hip-hop. It's a reminder that this genre is about more than just music. It's about culture, competition, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Whether you're Team Drake or Team Kendrick, there's no denying that these two artists have left an indelible mark on hip-hop history. So, let's give it up for Drake and Kendrick Lamar, two titans of hip-hop who continue to elevate the game. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into hip-hop's biggest moments.